Hey guys, today I'll be playing Someone Stole My Lunch. This is a visual novel where someone steals our lunch apparently, but it has 7 endings and as a dog gamer I'll be getting all of them. Let's get started. The door opens with a jingle as I walk in. Dots. This must be management's doing again. They said it's to improve morale when we're too busy to head outside. But what type of cafe only has one coffee machine? They didn't even provide us with any coffee filters. I'm tempted to tip over the nearby trash can, but decide against it. The janitors are on the same sinking boat as us. My only saving grace is lunchtime. And today is special. Any other day I would have gone out into the big city and treated myself at a local bistro. However, a new project has sprung up and I've been forced to stay inside during lunch. My weary coworkers also have to live this type of life, suffering from malnutrition and gastritis. But why should I suffer alongside them? What awaits me behind these fridge doors is my masterpiece, my katsudon. The night before, I flattened the plumpest pork loin, breaded it in the crispiest panko, and deep fried it in the finest oils and spices from my pantry. Double fried to perfection, then smothered in beaten eggs, sweet onions, and homemade tonkatsu sauce. All atop a steaming bowl of fluffy rice. Saliva dribbles down as I imagine my fork piercing through the skin to reveal its soft white meat inside. It's unfortunate I couldn't eat it fresh off the stove, but at least the microwave here is more competent than the company's infrastructure. With a happy hum, I walk over to the fridge. Oh no. The shelves are emptier around this time, so I easily spot my bowl. Despite the bowl's innocent pink coloring, it's from a prestigious lunchbox brand. My food deserves the best, of course. I picked up my cute bowl, but I noticed something off. Sauce stains the sides of the bowl's lip. Did I spill it on the way to work? Now that I think about it, it's much lighter than it was this morning. With trepidation, I unclip the lid. It's gone. My thick cut of fried pork. My egg slurry of dashi and soft onions. My fluffy steamed rice. All gone. Only a light brown puddle and some rice grains remain. Is this the work of a thief? Wait, no. I shouldn't be doubting my coworkers. Maybe someone took my lunch by mistake? But this morning I only saw clear Tupperware containers. How could anyone mistake my lunch for theirs? Did someone steal my lunch? My stomach gurgles painfully. It tells me that my decision to skip breakfast was a foolish one. And my phone alarm goes off. My 15-minute break is about to end. What should I do about this thief? Give up, quit your job, report to HR. Okay, we're gonna do all of them eventually for the sake of the endings, but if I was in this situation, obviously I'm not gonna quit my job. I'd be upset, but I wouldn't quit my job. Report to HR, I think if it was the first time this had ever happened, I don't think I would report to HR. Maybe if it happened like every single day, I would talk to HR, but I'm gonna go with give up. I'm not a giver-upper, I'm not a giver-upper, but this situation, I think I'd just give up. I can only give up. It's really sad, actually. This is sad now. Whoever it is, how would I even find them? Filling a paper cup with stale, cold coffee, I go back to my cubicle in defeat. The next day. My lunch got stolen again. I'm suffering from hunger pains. But perhaps whoever stole it needed it more than I did. They're probably more happy to eat than I am sad to be hungry. With my sacrifice, the total number of satisfied workers in the company increased. So, let it be. Enlightened, I continued to make decadent meals and leave them out in the open. Every single one of them was eaten. And I went home hungry. Management rewarded us with coffee filters that week. Maybe I did make a difference in this company. Ending 1, Acceptance. Performance reviewed by Tail. Okay, well we got ending 1. Let's go to the other endings. Oh, very bad. The most rational decision is to report it to human resources. I take out my phone and speed dial HR. It's important to have your most important contacts ready when you need them. Hello, this is Kale of Human Resources. How may I help you? Hi Kale, I'd like to report a theft. What was stolen? My lunch. Was it during company hours, on company property? Yes and yes. Unfortunately, we cannot compensate your loss. I don't want compensation, Kale. An employee's lunch is their personal property. Yes, but isn't it worrying to have a theft happen on company grounds? We have cases like this very often. The company is not responsible for them. Yes, I know, but if you have anything else to report, please send an email. My lunch break is starting. Kale hangs up before I can say any more. Does it happen often? Then do something about it. Nobody likes Kale. With nothing else I can do, I begrudgingly pour myself a lukewarm cup of coffee and return to work. The next day. Despite yesterday's incident, I still brought my lunch. I can't falter in the face of despair. After all, I made mapo tofu. How did I make it again? What's rat poison? Oh Jesus, okay. Oh god, okay, this is a point where I need to save. Are we gonna kill the thief? Just make him uncomfortable, probably. Probably one of these two. I want to see what this one is, though. Let's go with wax first. It's the first option. Get out of the way. With the help of many YouTube videos, I made a wax replica of mapo tofu. The white tofu cubes are made from wet styrofoam. The red sauce is from acrylic and watercolor. I mixed roasted ground peppercorns into the translucent red wax and poured it into my bowl. It helps hide the smell. With a glaze of resin and some patience, the Fates Wax mapo tofu was completed. I sticker, imagining the perpetrator attempting to scoop into the mold, only for their plastic spoon to rebound back into their face. In exchange, I'll starve. I was still waiting for my model to dry this morning, so I had no time to make myself something to eat. 5 hours later. Lunch quickly arrives and I return to retrieve my bowl from the fridge. I couldn't keep my excitement down. Despite knowing that it's fake food, seeing an untouched dish satisfies me. I flick open the lid and... What the hell? A scoop. No, 2 scoops were gone from the bowl like sliced jelly. This thief is beyond my comprehension. But something sparks inside me. I return to my desk to write my resignation letter. Afterwards, I run to the nearest tech store and purchase some necessities. We're quitting? Wax food. You wouldn't believe it. Oh. Oh, we became a YouTuber. I can scroll on everything. We're a YouTuber now. I quit my job and became a wax food artist. Oh. Yeah, I believe it. Can't click on anything. Damn. Well, 100k likes. 10 million views. Jesus. Yep, that's me. I became a wax food artist YouTuber. What can I say? After witnessing that travesty, I knew I had talent in the wax arts. If someone can mistake my creation for real food, then why live a corpo life? Ending number 3, Raw Talent. Performance reviewed by Kale. Very bad. Okay, let's try putting Sichuan peppercorns. Yes, the spice of my life. How could I forget the nose-numbing smell of roasted Sichuan pepper? I think I'm saying that correctly. Sichuan? Whatever. The thick red oil of the bean paste, the firm, bouncy texture of the cubed tofu, with an internal heat so good it transcends the taste buds. Mapo tofu. Eating plain rice is great, but it can't beat the spicy fragrance of chili oil and peppercorns. But this one is different. I've spiked up the heat, adding twice the amount of ground peppercorn and chili. A spice too powerful for the mortal tongue. Right before I kiss my baby goodbye, I sprinkle on some more pepper. If anyone dares open my bowl, a red powdery explosion awaits them. 5 hours later. Lunchtime arrives and I rush to the break room. Perhaps today will be different? I take out my bowl. The lightness of the silicone bowl is foreboding. It's empty. But how? Why? Who is this food-crazed glutton? Wait, if someone ate my super spicy Sichuan mapo tofu, then their lips should be bright red right now. Within the remaining minutes of my break, I looked far and wide for the mysterious red-lipped caper. But to no avail, my pepper-kissed burglar was nowhere to be found. There are too many employees in this company. Wearing lipstick. I gave up on finding those hot lips and went home. Luckily, the stench of peppers clung to my suit and people avoided me on the subway during rush hour. The next day. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. On my way home, I caught a supermarket sale. That's why I was compelled to make fish head curry for lunch. A big steamed fish head, simmered in a thick milky curry sauce, sliced tomatoes, okra, and eggplants float around. Succulent bouncy fish cheek and a big sticky eye, drenched in tangy curry sauce. A vibrant comfy dish to ease the stress of this weary week. But will it survive until my break? That thief is still out on the loose, ready to pounce. I need to protect my meal. This is my last stand, my last course of action. What should I do? Mass email, lunch at cubicle, fridge note. Well, let's save here. Okay, so mass email. That's like kind of shooting yourself in the foot. If we ever want to get promoted, we don't want to be known as the person who, like, you know, freaks out over their food. Lunch at cubicle? That could work, but it has to be in the fridge at some point. Fridge note. This seems like a passive-aggressive thing that, like, someone living this kind of, like, life and working this job would do. I'm gonna go with fridge note. I shouldn't blow this out of proportion. I'm a working adult, after all. From my pocket, I take out my expensive fountain pen that I splurged my bonus on. By happenstance, the company likes to supply us with copy paper in the break room. They think that if we see it, we'll be compelled to continue working during our break. None of my coworkers are that gullible, but the amount of paper does decrease throughout the week. I take advantage of the company's quirks and take a clean paper from the pile. Let's leave a note. To my dear thief of mine. Okay, this is unhinged. To you do. You threat. I don't understand. You. I will. I don't understand. Closing. Are these supposed to say something more? I'm not sure. You. I will find you. Compensate me. Okay, that's a pretty good letter. After the note is done, I secure it with magnets. And now we wait. I hope my lunch doesn't get stolen. It was tasty. I take the paper and tear it to shreds with my teeth. My saliva wets the dry paper as it grazes my tongue. Wow, tasty. The next day. It's been 4 days. I'm in the break room, holding today's lunch. This time it'll be different. I will succeed. These thefts will stop. You will survive my lunch. You will be in my stomach today. I swear it on my health insurance. I kiss it a temporary farewell as I walk out the room. A lone figure walks into the break room. Instead of grabbing coffee, he reaches out towards the fridge. It's an unusual time to have lunch, as many employees are currently preoccupied. He reaches past the stacks of clear Tupperware, singling out a bowl. A pink silicone bowl. He stands by the counter, obscuring his actions with his back. The bowl lid comes off with a click. This is new. What's new? The figure's shoulders jolt up, then relaxes as he turns around. Nothing. Saw there were new coffee filters. Bet management repurposed the copy paper. Right. Dots. Who are you? Me? I'm really not that important. Rather, why don't we start with you, buddy? Bo. I smile at him as he turns away, ignoring me. Oh, this is the guy that commented on our video in the YouTube ending. We just stand there for a few minutes. Dots. Don't you have work? How's that coffee? Why would I drink this place's coffee? Don't tell me you drink it. That slimy brown water? It's not that bad. It sucks. You sound like you hate yourself. Dots. 3 days I've starved because of you. 3 days. Actually, what did you do these past few days? What else would I be doing? It's a work week. You come to the break room often? At this exact time every day? Of course, I have to eat. Eat? Well, yeah, don't you? Yes. I would if I could. Speaking of which, I'm late. Mind leaving? Wow, me too. I'm skipping precious work time to have my lunch early. Why don't we eat together? That's an awful idea. That hurts. We're all coworkers, aren't we? I like being alone. Sales provide me with enough problems. Well, I'm hungry. You'll just have to suffer. Wait outside, I'll be done quick. Is this your private bathroom? Certainly would be nice. Are you hiding something? Selling trade secrets to a rival company? I wish. Doing something illegal? You should ask the company that. They've broken several labor laws already, I believe it. Maybe you're the frisky type. I point behind him. Dealing, perhaps. That's... I made my move. With a sidestep, I try to maneuver around the man. But he swiftly blocks my view left and right. Why are you stopping me? Feeling guilty? Guilty for what? My right to a meal? His stature and speed outmatch me. I couldn't keep up. My poor office worker's heart can only pump so much oxygen. Be real. Haha, must be nice being tall. You must be eating good. Real good. Of course, I only dine on the finest. Fess up, you thieving rat. Me, a rat? You stole my lunch. I just met you. Well, I caught you red-handed. Hands up and away from the counter. You're talking out of your ass. You don't have proof it's me. Several thousands of employees come by here every day. This company doesn't care about you or me. Leave. Beep. Well, Mr. Employee of the Month. Do you think our conversation wasn't recorded? What? Wow. I wonder what terrors I can unleash with these sound bites. Dots. How did you know? Did you take me for a fool? The company plasters your face on the walls. Yeah, wait a minute. It's right over there. Has this always been here? All you did was tie up your hair. Dots. Did you make this meal? I did. Why do you keep stealing my lunch? Heh. Why? Your food was the best out of everyone else's I stole. And so I invited Mr. Employee of the Month to dinner. On that day, I offered him half my katsu sandwich for a price. Don't touch my food. Why should I listen? I'll cook for you. Okay, I'm listening. But you'll need to pay for my groceries. Foo foo foo. Fine. We would continue discussing our contract over dinner, his treat. He chose a fancy French bistro nearby. I chose the time, 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Was this a date? No, it was a lifetime contract. Date night. Under a warm candlelight, Bo sits across from me. His long, silky hair let loose. An open French window frames his figure like a painting. If only he would shut up. Kel's a dick, glad we agree. He wouldn't free up my schedule, so I had to scavenge for food during my 8-minute breaks. The past hour I've been listening to him vent about management. His voice is husky. Hints of a deep, big city tone mixed in with some of that wilderness vibrato. I could listen to him speak all night, but the waiter is waiting. So, are you ordering soon? Right, food. What do you recommend, Bo? Anything that tastes good. Like? Meat. Do you eat vegetables? If it tastes good. Okay, steak for the meathead. I'll get the ratatouille. But that's all vegetables. Shut up, meathead. An order of red wine with that, too. At least you know how to pair wine with steak. How cooked would you like your steak, sir? Well done. Thoughts. Make it medium rare. Okay, chef. The waiter quickly bolts away. It's just me and him now. So, how long have you been stealing? Couple of times? Only food. Stealing. Yeah, it was me stealing food from the fridge. Do you need help? Should we split tonight's bill? No, I have enough money, just no work-life balance. It's all work, no life. I did have a life, until I got hired by this company. It wasn't like this in my other job. Used to work at an eatery, always ate fresh. Then why did you stay with us? You seem capable, going by your Employee of the Month record. I was at my limit, to be frank with you. But one day I met you. Me? Your lunch. Fudge. I've never felt such warmth from a lunchbox before, even though it was straight from the fridge. All I ate were ham cheese sandwiches and cream cheese bagels. Depressing, I know. Ham cheese and cream cheese bagels are good. Why didn't you order your own? Stop being a leech. You told me I could leech off of you now. For a price. My wallet is your wallet. Shots. He says it so casually. Next thing I know, he leans over to my side of the table. By the way, you're really good with your hands. What? It looks like he's about to grab my hand, but he avoids me. He picks up a napkin holder from my side and brings it back with him. How often do you pound meat? The fried pork sandwich from yesterday was delectable. Are you messing with me? No, I'm serious. Can I go to your place after this? For what reason? To inspect your goods. Aren't you going too fast? I want to see what's in your fridge. My fridge. Aren't I paying you for groceries? Right, of course. I take out my phone to distract myself from the shame. Scrolling through my chat apps, I realize something crucial. I forgot. Bo, what's your contact info? Oh, it's... I also haven't gotten your full name. What's Bo short for? My full name? He hesitates, dragging on the silence. I gaze back with big, watery eyes, a skill I learned from dealing with higher-ups. He finally gives in and sighs. Don't laugh, okay? My parents had a French phase. I'm not actually European. I won't laugh. I'll need it if we're going to work together from now on. There's a knock on our door. The waiter rolls in a trolley holding our meals. As the waiter sets down the meal, Bo finally speaks. Well, it's... bone apple tea. Okay. Oh, number 7. That was the true ending, I guess. Excellent. Okay, so we got the true ending, we got 2 of the bad endings. Let's go fetch the rest of the bad endings. Oh hey, thank you for playing. Okay, so let's try lunch at Cubicle. I should keep my lunch with me. The closer the better. Yeah, but it's gonna go bad if you leave it with you. You have to put it in the fridge at some point. Sitting comfortably in my swivel chair, I type away in my Excel sheets. My pink bowl keeps me company, so my nerves are relaxed. Nearby, some workers are jamming away. So, how's your term end report coming along? Never mind that. Did you see who's Employee of the Month again? Who? The new hire, that French dude. French from abroad? Who knows, but he's been snagged Employee of the Month ever since he started last year. I've been trying for this month, but I lost. Man, give up, you can't beat him. You went on vacation to play the new elf ring last week, remember? Oh, you're right. They finally finish talking and leave the area. I can finally eat in peace. Shifting my keyboard away and replacing it with my bowl, I flip open the lid. An explosion of spice enters my nostrils. What's that smell? Someone's eating the tubbies again. It'll be like that sometimes. We sympathize with each other silently. It's the first time I've been able to eat a meal during lunch. The tiny aroma wakes me up and stirs my stomach. I take out my spoon and dig in. It's not my stomach growling anymore. I turn my head and spot an unfamiliar figure passing by. He's a ruggedly handsome man. He looks down at my bowl, grimacing. You stink. I take that back, he's insufferable. Thoughts. Wait, it doesn't smell too bad, but it's distracting everyone else. Why didn't you put it in the fridge? Before I can even swear back, he walks away. Stinky. Rather than my curry, it smelled like he hadn't left the company in a week. My nose scrunches up, remembering his sour stench. His smell left such an impression that I couldn't even enjoy my long-awaited meal peacefully. That man, that menace, he seems familiar. I can't put my finger on who he reminds me of. Speaking of which, I should spray some air freshener later. Ending 6. Stinky. There. Okay. Alright, let's go the psycho route. Let's go mass email. I need to confront my problems head on, in a civil manner. If HR won't help me, who can? I'm my own best ally. Oh yeah, there he is. He has been here the whole time. My plans? I need to direct my complaints to where they can be heard loud and clear. Let's write an email. It'll be a compelling and persuasive essay about the wrongs I've faced this week, using the hamburger method they taught me in high school. CER? No, I think there's like more to these little boxes, but I can't really tell what they are. Okay, let's just go with our gut. Let's start with 2. Your. I hope. If. To the person who keeps stealing my lunch. You're a waste of a human being. I hope a flash mob lasting an hour stops you in traffic. If I find out this is you, I'm going to log into your computer and delete all your work. Well, that went well. I hit send and await a response. If the perp felt any guilt, they would reply, we're gonna get fired, right? My phone buzzes on my desk. It's our boss asking to be like, can I see you in my office? My manager, oh, here we go. Hello, Jill, is something the matter? You're fired. Why? Was it necessary to CC everyone? Of course, why shouldn't I? Oh god. Was emailing our entire board of directors necessary? It caused our stocks to drop by 5%. How are you going to compensate for that? Thought the company doesn't compensate for losses. Thoughts. So, did you guys hear from the food thief yet? She ends the call. I noticed that I've been blocked and my work email has been deleted. That was quick. You think you can fire me without severance pay, Gelato? Gelato. I rip the PC tower from my work desk and run out the building. If the company won't compensate me, then this shall be my compensation. An eye for an eye. Ending 5. Fair, okay. Alright, it's time to go for the rat poison. We're putting rat poison in the food. Ah yes, how could I forget? I was trying to trap a rat. I take out my bowl and sprinkle a bit of grey powder on the surface. Snapping the lid back on, I tuck my pink bowl in the back of the fridge. Soon that thieving rat will get his just desserts. I exit the break room with a cold smile. It'll be all according to plan. Right after I finished my work for the day, a guard apprehended me at my cubicle. There was a hidden security camera. I went to jail. A week has passed since I started my new life in my cell. Because of the damning video evidence of my actions, I was judged with first-degree murder. Sitting on my low-quality spring bed, my face sinks into my palms. About to be lunchtime. Hey, why did we poison it at work? Why didn't we poison it beforehand? Also, we were gonna get caught anyway. The guard bangs on the bars and lets me out. I scurry out with my famished stomach, reaching out for my meager serving of dry hard bread and bland watery soup. Unfortunately, I'm too late. My cellmate slaps my hand and takes my share from my plate. My lunch has been stolen again. I return to my cell and sit in hunger. Inmate, there's some good news. Yes? The victim you poisoned survived. Wait, so we're getting charged with murder when we haven't murdered anybody? What victim? The food thief? Don't say any more, inmate. You're walking on eggshells. Of course, of course. I hold my head towards the somber moonlight, contemplating a life not behind bars. I've learned my lesson. Don't try to poison your coworker. It's not a good thing to do. A recipe for disaster. Very bad. Okay, so I think the last thing to do is in the very beginning, to quit your job. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of everything in this damn company. Something snaps inside me as I run over to the coffee machine. I rip it off the wall and toss it to the ground. The trash can is next. With a firm kick, it flips over and empty coffee cups fly out. Finally, the stupid little jingle bell. I yank it off the door's hinge and aim it squarely at the Employee of the Month frame on the wall. No, not Bo. My breathing is haggard and my back is covered in sweat. Sedentary office workers can only do so much. I stomped my cubicle and hastily write up my 2 weeks' notice to Human Resources. Though, who can even say I'll be here tomorrow? Once I'm out the front door, I'm never coming back. Boiling point. Very bad. So that was Someone Stole My Lunch. This game had so much character and charm to it, like the little hand that grabs the choices you hover over. They didn't need to add that, but they did, and it gives this game so much flavor, I guess you could say. It was very funny. I liked the humor. I liked the comedy. It landed for me. It definitely captures otherwise mundane office drama in an entertaining way, kind of in the same way that the show The Office does. The art on the food was top-notch, though it does not help that I was very hungry when I was playing through this and recording it. If you'd like to check this game out for yourself, the link is in the description as always, but thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon.